ガオガオ食べちゃう Hello everyone I am back Hello こんにちはこんばんはおはようございます僕はもう元気になったよもう病気なんか風邪なんかもうないよ僕はもう元気いっぱい薬飲んでいるよ毎日薬飲んでいるよ僕はいい子なんだから会いたかったよみんな Hello everybody I am back I am not sick I think for the most part I am not sick I had to take antibiotics. I had to take them. I am taking them right now. I still have a couple more days left of my medicine. But I'm feeling way better. I'm pretty much back to normal. Pretty much. I have a bit of a headache. I think. Probably because I've been working for 5 hours straight on a Angel Kuma AMV type thing. TikTok edit. So I have a little bit of a headache from that. But hi! Hello! Hello Xenomorphica. Hello Halo! Hello Funny! Hello Drake! Hello Nimbly! Funny-san! 聞いてくれてありがとう今日元気いっぱいね僕はもう元気になっちゃったよあのね最近はねちょっと少しだけ日本語を喋っているだから後で英語を喋っているよ実はさ最近はね僕はね自分の乙女芸をテスティング中よすごい大変と思うんだけどねいっぱいエラーとかバグとかいっぱいあったよなんていうかプログラマーさんっていうかこのプログラマーさんと僕と一緒に二人で頑張った自分の乙女芸はまだゴールデンマスターっていうかまだマスターアップなんかじゃないけどもう少しだけ6月前ちょっと待って6月後に出るかもね2025年に冬とか秋とかあまりわかんないけど出るよそろそろ出るよだからねもう少しだけ待っているよお願いねすごい頑張ってね頑張るよまあ BGM とか CG とかまだ終わってないけどまあすごくいいと思うんだけどねバッドエンドとかグッドエンドとかツルエンドとおまけのシーンも全部あるよエンジェルちゃんのルートとバレンティーノくんのルートとまあ秘密のシーンだからねだからあんまり言わないよでも楽しみにしてくださいHello everybody I'm so happy all of you came hello You're not nosy son Wait you're 31 No That's not true You're not an nosy son until you're 80 Until you're 80 You're not nosy son Until you're 80! Right! let's see. I've been working really hard on testing my eroge. You would think, well, I've been sick. I've been resting, which I have, but also I've been testing the builds I've been getting from the programmer. It took like 10 hours straight one day, and then like 2 more days. It was a long time. Very, very taxing. I will never, ever underestimate the work that goes into making an eroge. You would never guess how much work goes into it. You're just like, oh, it's a point and click. No, it's not. It's hard, it's difficult. Like, there is stuff with like the UI acting funny, or the music acting funny, or like the wrong sprites showing up, or like stuff being reversed or upside down. It was crazy. But in the end, I think we got a pretty good point. Obviously, things are not done yet. We still have CG, and BGM, and backgrounds, and background music. Yeah, so we still have quite a bit to go. We're about 1/3 of the way through the CG, and we have about I think we can get it done within 6 months. So, let's stay optimistic. What is 6? Let's see. May, June, July, August, September, October. So maybe it'll be just in time for an October release. Wouldn't that be fun? And a Halloween present. Actually, October 15th, I believe, is also my Vtuber anniversary. Whoa! So that's something cool. That'll be fun. I don't exactly know when it'll be released. Yeah, we're still in the making phase. We still got stuff to do. The opening video is still being worked on, but the main theme, which I've heard just a little bit of it sounds really, really good, you guys. Really, really good. So you would think that I've been resting while I've been sick. Nope, I've been testing like crazy. Halloween would be rather appropriate, yeah, but wouldn't you want it to come out as soon as possible? Wouldn't you want it to come out as soon as possible? Hello, Star. I would want it to come out ASAP. I've been working so hard on it, chat. So hard. So much work. I will never, ever underestimate how much work it takes to make an eroge. Although, that being said, it has been, I don't want to say easy, but it's been relatively smooth. Knock on wood. That it continues to be a smooth process, or at least not so difficult. And not like it's been easy. It hasn't been easy, but looking back on it, it could have easily fallen apart like 100 times, and it hasn't. So let's keep at it. Also, I want to remind you guys. You all probably know this, but I want to remind you guys that I am anti-censorship. I do not support censorship in any way, shape, or form, ever. Even if it's something I hate. Even if it's something I really, really hate. If it's something I really, really hate, like those horrible Saw movies, those horrible bloody horror movies I hate. I hate them. I hate them so much. But I would never, ever condone censorship. And therefore, none of you should either. So all of my H scenes, all of them, and the CG, all of them, will be uncensored, just in case there was any question about that. They will be entirely uncensored. Lots of them. All 20 of them. Now, I don't go as bonkers as I would have liked. I think I could have gone a little harder with the content. But, yeah. Maybe for a fan disc. Just kidding. There's not gonna be a fan disc. But I feel like I could have gone a little harder on the content. This is me holding back. But there's plenty of self-indulgent stuff. But yeah, none of the 18s are going to be censored. I do not support censorship. Yes, this is about that game that got removed on Steam. Okay, that is a travesty. That is a travesty. And that is a bad example. Art should never ever be censored, ever. I don't care how gross you find it. I don't care how offensive you find it. I don't care how much I hate it. It should still exist. Yeah. Okay, that's my piece. That's my soapbox. Splatterhorde, no. I hated it. I hate it so much. Like, what is it? The Terrifier? I hate it. I hate it so much. I can't even watch the trailer. I've had nightmares about that stupid clown. I can't. I hate Saw. I hate Tusk. I hate the Terrifier. I hate all that stuff. I hate it so much. But I know lots of people do like it. And if you do like it, that's cool. That's cool. Whatever floats your boat. I'm just not gonna watch it. But yeah, it's just very disheartening to see people who are like, this Steam game is gross and evil and it is promoting bad things to women. It should be banned. And I'm like, no. No, you are weak. You are soft. Go play a single Illusion game and get back to me. You guys know Illusion, right? The company Illusion! しているか？エロゲーブランドをしているか？ Illusion! あれは 3D ポリゴンのシミュレーターっていうか、恋活とかハニーセレクトとか、そういうのゲーム。I'm sure you know Illusion, right? I'm sure you know it, right? The only thing I like out of Saw is when Glee did that parody of it. Glee did the parody of Saw in 2015 or 2016. I want to say 2015. They did this parody of Saw for the last season, in which Kurt and Blaine get stuck in an elevator. They get stuck in an elevator, chat. They get stuck in an elevator, chat, and they have to do ecchi or die. That kind of thing. Do ecchi or die. Well, a milder version of it. Nobody died. It was a milder version, but it was like, you have to kiss sloppily and messily with tongue, or you're gonna stay captive in the elevator forever. And they were captive in that elevator for 48 hours. With aphrodisiac pumped through the air vents. Like, it was a whole thing. That was the best episode I've ever seen. You don't like it, Drake? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry you were tragically born without taste. Glee is great. We cannot be friends if you don't like Glee. But anyway, yeah, that whole kiss or die, kiss or be captive, that was so hot, chat. That was so hot. That was so incredibly hot and based, chat. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, great episode. That is the only thing I like about Saw, that it contributed to that Glee parody. I'm gonna get a quick drink of water. I'm back! You were never drawn to it? Well, you just weren't watching the right episodes. Were you watching the real Fujoshi episodes? Like the one, the Valentine's Day one? All three of them? Where Kurt got his heart broken in every single one of them? Did you see that one? It's great. Especially the season 4 Valentine's Day episode is really good. Or no, season 3? Season 3. The season 3 Valentine's Day episode is really, really good. Season 2 is also good. But the season 3 one is like enemies to lovers. Mwah. Chef kiss. Chef kiss. Kind of sad that Illusion basically quit. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but maybe... First off, their games cannot have been easy or cheap to produce. They're probably like super expensive. to make and all that, you know, with the 3D graphics. And also, you know, there was that whole stupid, I don't know if I can say the title on YouTube. Controversy, remember that? Remember that? Some idiot put it on the news and like all these jerks basically said, oh, Japan is horrible, eroge are terrible, and like as a result, like eroge were like region locked to foreigners for like years and years and years. Do you not remember that? You not remember that? I remember that. I remember that. I was around for that. That whole controversy in which like all eroge sites were cut off to foreigners, and look what's happening right now. You still can't freaking order eroge. Drives me nuts. But if anybody wants to order me some eroge, I'd be very, very happy. Oh, speaking of eroge, if you want to support me, you can. You don't have to, but you can. I have commissions open. Let me pull up my Twitter. It should be under my pin. Yeah. If you want to support me, you can. Because I have commissions open, and you can always donate to my Ko-Fi. I have bills to pay. Unfortunately, I have things to pay for, which I was not anticipating. So if you want to commission me or you want to donate, that would be a huge help. That would be a huge help. I could stop worrying about it. And I know you guys just helped me out with the donathon, but this is just for non-game related things. I would appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you could just like retweet the little commission post, that would be great. But yeah, I'm not really surprised that Illusion stopped, considering like, you know, there's like controversy and like these ungrateful foreigners, and like the games are probably really, really expensive to produce. What was their last one? Room Girl? Was that their last one? I think Room Girl was their last one. I got that one. That was the last one, I think, and I bought it. I really like their koikatsu. You can stop worrying about it, but will you? I will not stop worrying until my bills are paid. Then I will stop worrying, but for now I have bills to pay. So I cannot worry. I cannot stop worrying until the bills are paid. Then I can stop worrying. Wait, they rebranded? What did they rebrand into? This is news to me. What did they rebrand to? What did they rebrand into? I was really disappointed to hear about Lose. I really loved Gostadeti. That was like a super high quality doujinge. And then obviously Monobeno. R.I.P. Monobeno, which never got an English translation, which is a crime. And then Maitetsu, which did get an English translation, but not last run, which is disappointing. And then they made the stupid decision to get rid of all the H content. Well, not get rid of, but they didn't include. They didn't include any H content in last run, despite having all these cute little lolis. So that was very, very disappointing. That was very disappointing. And then they just kind of stopped. They were just like, okay, well, we're just gonna sell the merch and make ASMR videos now. That's very disappointing. I love Lose. I have all their games. All of them. Let me get a quick drink of water. Hold on a minute. I think I'm still not 100% better. My throat's a little bit sore, but let me get a drink of water. Hill Games is the company. Well, that's not very subtle. Illusion. Games. That's not very subtle. I do. Yeah, Lose. Yep. Maitetsu. Same company. Yep. I do. Kiss. The company Kiss. I do like Kiss, the company. They did the custom order made, and I think they're doing another eroge that's been worked on for a while, Custom City, or something like that. It's like a really big world building type of eroge. Sounds really interesting. And then, you all know I'm a big fan of Tinkerbell. Not the fairy, and not the tentacle brand either. Tinkerbell, they did the 3D Yuri games. They do Rondo Duo. They have a sequel, not a sequel, but like a new game in the work that's been in the works for like, I don't know, 10 years? But like their games are so beautiful. I'm sure it's gonna be so beautiful whenever it comes out. I'm sorry, I need another drink of water. It's just, I'm not 1,000% recovered yet, so bear with me. There's so many good eroge coming out, and it's so disappointing I can't actually order any of them. Money aside, it's disappointing I can't order any of them because Amazon Japan has that stupid thing. If you're a foreigner, you can't access the eroge page. 海外の人はね、外国人はね、Amazon Japan のエロゲ注文サイトを、なんていうか入らないよ、入れてできないよ。Amazon Japan のエロゲ、注文ページ入れないよ。残念だけどね。僕はもう駿河屋とかアミアミとかそういうの店もう買わない。でもAmazon Japan もやめてようかなと思うんだけどね。それに今だらけまだあれなんだけど、まあね、ちょっと難しいよね。どうやってエロゲを買う方法なんていうか大いな問題だね。悔しいな。僕はただ新しいエロゲ買いたいなんだけどできないよ。Oh, custom romance study. Yeah, that's the one. And you can play as a girl, which is super exciting for me. It's almost never that you get to play as a girl and romance another girl. Very rare. Let me get another drink of water. I am so sorry. I've never stopped drinking water. Ohayo, 8月. Ohayo, 久しぶり. 僕はもう元気になるよ。As long as it's not Fuda. What's wrong with Fuda? I like Fuda. I like it. What's wrong with it? The lack of Yuri is so irritating. Yeah, I know. The first not Yuri game, but a game of the Yuri route was the Otomige Gekka Ryoran no Romance. And if you were playing games for the PSP and for the PS Vita, you basically only had Otome games. You didn't have I can name one Yuri game for the PSP and the PS Vita. What was it? Nurse Love Addiction and maybe Flowers. The fourth one never got a port, I believe. Chotto matte ne. DMM も無理かな。無理だよ。だってさ、僕は海外の Vtuber だから外国人だからね。僕の、クレジットカードは、やっぱり Visa っていうか、でも、Visa の会社はね、日本のポルノとかエッチなこととか、変える方法できないよ。これは禁断。誰かそういうのことを、決めたのかな。僕も知りたいよ。DMM は無理かもね。リアルサイトは、もう無理かもね。リアルサイトとか DMM とか、でも、Steam とかSteam があるんだけど、エッチなことなんかないよ。だから残念ね。 僕はただ、なんていうか、フィジカルなんていうか、ハードコピーだけ買ってほしいよ。買いたいよ。その、青からのアナバーサリーボックスとか買いたいよ。青からの新しいボックス。あとは、マドソフトの新しいエロゲームも、ファンディスクも買いたいよ。あとは、なんていうか、まあ、いろいろなエロゲー買いたいよ。でも、まあ、無理かもね。ごめんね。残念ね。My favorite Yuri I'm talking too fast. My favorite Yuri eroge 屋上のゆりえさんは Kindred Spirits. I have not played the whole thing, but that's a good one. Nurse Love Addiction is so good. I love it, especially because it's got yandere ends. It's like surprisingly really dark. I really like そうかな、好きなゆりゲーなんていうか、ゆりゲー、イノシンとグレーのフラワーズとか、私立ベルバラ学園は、やっぱり乙女ゲーなんだけど、ユリルートあるよ。I really like it's not a Yuri game, but it's an otome game. 私立ベルバラ学園 It has a Yuri route, 2 Yuri routes, but not a Yuri game. But I consider it a Yuri game because it's got Yuri routes. Kind of a mix. I guess that's kind of what my game is. Because it's kind of a mix. You have otome and then you have het, male, female, and then you have male. Your boys will have two. 僕の乙女ゲー、自分の乙女ゲーは、やっぱり乙女ゲーなんだけど、ウルートなんかじゃないけど、BL シーンあるよ。いろいろな BL シーンあるよ。BL があんまり好きじゃないならごめんね。スキップして方がいいかもね。好きじゃないなら。でもスキップするなら僕は怒っちゃうよ。I'm just going ham on this water bottle. I've not finished Kindred Spirits. I do like I said, Flowers by Innocent Grey, but let's see. I can't really think of too many pure quote-unquote Yuri games. Not too many of them. I can't really think of too many. I really like Lip Trip. この最近の新しいユリゲー、これはオメガバースユリゲー、リップトリップ、スミカスメアロ様のリップトリップ、いいかもね、いいと思うんだけどね。I really enjoyed Lip Trip, the Omegaverse Yuri game. That was really good. I feel like it was really, really good. I'd love to keep chatting, but I do actually have to play a little bit of a game. I do actually have to play a little bit of a game. Lip Trip? What? It's out in English. You can play it at Just USA using my code. Using the code Moto Kumakko to get 30% off, I think. Pretty sure. I don't remember. Maybe it was 10%. I don't remember. Whatever. The point is. Here, let me pull it up for you. Use my code. Use my link. Go to my Discord and you see the link. Use the link. It's a really good game. It's really good. I imported a physical copy of it. Here, I'm gonna put a space in between so that the bot doesn't catch this and isn't like a jerk. There you go. There you go. It's a great game. I really like it. Yep, I knew it. Bots! You bots! Anyway, you can follow that link. Just get rid of the spaces. And it's a really fun game. I really enjoy it. It's short. And just between us, sometimes the boobs are drawn weird. The breasts the way they're drawn, it's weird. As a girl, it's like, that is not what they look like. That is not how they should look. I'm like, somebody didn't study where that is, how that is supposed to look. Yeah, this is kind of drawn a little funny, but it's really good. It's really good. If you like Omegaverse and you like Yuri, like, what are you waiting for? It's really, I'm not sponsored, I just really like it. It got a drama CD, but again, I can't import it. I can't import it. There was my recent local game shop, not like GameStop, but like a real mom and pop kind of game shop. It's like run by just like these small business owners, and they do like trades, right? You can sell and trade your games to them, right? Somebody went into my local game shop, okay? My mom and pop game shop, okay? They went in there and they sold like, hold on. Let me see, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. About 20, maybe 25 Otome games. Just straight sold like 25 Otome games, Japanese ones, into the shop, and I was like shocked. I follow their page, their social media page. I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, oh my god! Nobody hears of Fujoshi like me, right? Because I live in the middle of nowhere! I live in the middle of podunk nowhere! Nobody knows. Nobody here knows like what anime is and like what Fujoshis are, right? So I couldn't get them all, obviously, but I did get Diabolic Lovers. And that was super cool. I did get a copy of Diabolic Lovers. I couldn't believe it. I've been trying to track down a physical copy forever, and it just stumbles into my local game shop. I believe there's still about 7 games left, last time I checked. I love my LGS. What is that? What is LGS? I don't know what that is. Nobody knows the troubles I have seen. Huh? Are you talking about the troubles of living in a small town? Because it sucks. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so there were like 25 Otome games, and now I think there's about 7 left, according to their website. Local game store. Ah, okay, thank you. I was so confused. I was like, legs? LGS legs? I was so confused. Game store. Okay, that makes more sense. Game store. Oh. Yeah, I have a great little game store nearby. Well, not nearby. It's kind of a drive, actually. But it's like, it's a nice little one. I like it. Anyway, so somebody traded 25 Otome games into the shop. 25! And now there's like 7 left. Toraware no Parama refrain, like, what was it? Ikemen, Sengoku, some Otome game about the apocalypse, and like 1, 2, 3 games about butlers. I don't really know those titles. But I was super psyched. I really want the Otome, the one about the Otome apocalypse, and I want the Toraware no Parama, but it's really expensive. It's like $200 each. Too much. You have found a new writing assistant tool online. Boo! Not sorry. Boo! I do not like Hemingway. I have a personal grudge against Hemingway. I have a personal grudge against Ernest Hemingway. I hate that man. I do not like Hemingway. Boo! Is it like it's not AI, is it? I hope it's not AI. There are better ways than AI. You should learn on your own. Anyway, I want 11 eyes to come to the west. Well, not 11 eyes, but I think he got an Xbox port. Let me look it up, hold on. Ah, yeah, it did. Okay. It did. Hold on. I'm stuck. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Oh god, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Oh god, I'm stuck like this. Hold on. Why are my hotkeys not working? Oh god, why are they not working? Why are my things stuck? Why are my hotkeys stuck? Fuck. Okay, I need to stop and restart. I'm so sorry. My hotkeys are stuck. My hotkeys are stuck, it looks like. Okay, I need to stop and restart. I'm a ghost! I'm a ghost! It looks like my hotkeys got stuck. Okay, let me fix it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've never had this happen before. Okay, it looks like I'm fixed now. Better. Okay, it looks... Oh, God. Okay, it looks like I'm fixed now. I don't know what happened. What the hell? None of my hotkeys are working now. Okay, now it seems like they're working. Okay, it looks like they're working. I don't know why it was stuck like that. I don't know why it was stuck like that, but I'm back now. It was weird. You know, I will say, my keyboard has been malfunctioning lately. I don't know what it is. I have a keyboard that you recharge. What is it? Logitech? It's a Logitech keyboard. Aurora? I think it is the Aurora keyboard. It's really nice. It's got like this cool little volume knob on it, which I love. Got like a magnetic top. Anyway, this keyboard has been malfunctioning like the past 2 weeks. I don't know what it is. I use it not that often for like testing and for like, you know, edits and stuff. And then like it runs out of battery within like 4 hours. It's like, what? What? That's way too quick to be running out of batteries. And now the hotkeys now the hotkeys are getting stuck and they're not working properly. Ugh. I may need to have to get a new keyboard. I don't know, we'll see. It depends on how well commissions go. How much is a keyboard? How much is this keyboard from Logitech? I think it's like 80 bucks or something. Same with the metal lets you become topless? No! The keyboard! It's the keyboard is got a magnetic top. So you just kind of lift it up and you can swap it out for different colors. But I like the white. The white looks like nice and kind of retro. It's kind of a retro looking keyboard. It's not that pretty to be honest, but it's got like this nice retro vibe to it. I don't know, I think it's cool. And I love the volume knob on it. At some point I want to get like a Razer keyboard. Yeah. I think it's a wired keyboard, so I would never have to charge it, which is great. But right now, my current setup, my desk is super, super narrow, so I don't have that much room. I don't know. Anyway, if my keyboard acts funny again, then I would just reboot VTube Studio again. Anyway, alright. I think I've talked long enough. Why don't we get over to the game now? I'm gonna play a little bit of TOUCHSTARVED. Yeah, my keyboard has been all over the place lately. Oh, great. Now it's doing this. Cool. Alright. My keyboard has been all over the place lately. I don't know what it is. Why is it dying so early? I don't think it should die within 4 hours. Right? It's not just me, right? That's too short of a time. It should be alive long within 4 hours, right? Okay, let me get this open. Come on, man. Don't give me this. Okay, I see it. It should be playing. Why is it not playing? Hold on. Do I have to fix it? Aha! Okay, I think I got it. Don't die on me yet. If you're gonna die, do it outside, not in the studio. Yeah, we're having some scuff today. Keyboard Kun does not want to cooperate. This is such a cool song. I love this BGM. Alright, let me get a drink of water and then we'll get started. This is just a really cool soundtrack. I will say the soundtrack is really banging for TOUCHSTARVED. Alright. Huzzah! Yeah, it looks like, I think it's working. Is it working for you guys? Alright. So we're in the red cave, whatever. Following a subtle gesture from his fingers, the soulless around us disperse and relax. The shift in their demeanor is so abrupt it gives me whiplash. The enormous tentacles are The enormous tentacles are no longer in the rafters, although I now doubt I ever saw them at all. Either way, I exhale a breath of relief. Oh, good! It's working! Yay, I'm so happy. I think the BGM is so good. I just think the backgrounds need work. As focused on me as he was before, the monster pays no attention to me now. He kicks some seating pillows out of the walkway, checks the contents of the kettle with a scowl. The sudden disregard is almost insulting. So, that's it? I'm not a threat anymore? Count your blessings. Never were one! Then why'd you threaten me? People get honest when they're afraid. In other words, he was messing with me. I drag a hand over my face, exhausted by the fact that this is the second time a monster has provoked me today. How do you say this? Eyes? Your eyes aren't eyes? Eyes? How do I say this? Eyes? How do I say this? Eyes? 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 Depends on who's asking. Wait, should I try and do like a cool voice for the man? Should I try and do a cool voice for the man? Should I try, chat?
Depends on who's asking.
One of your friends told me that this was your territory. She also said you were a gang leader. But there's no one else here. I thought there'd be more people. Ice picks up the kettle and walks to the edge of the sea spring, and then dumps out the contents into the endless red.
Gang took a walk.
His pleasant smile stretches across his face ear to ear. I like your eye bags. It's got too much, I was gonna say titty, but too much pectoral showing. Cover them up! Then in an instant it drops. I get the sense that I shouldn't be asking about his gang again. I'm just gonna keep trying to do like the cool voice. I'm not cool at all, but I will try.
What do you need the sea spring's power for?
Depends. Can it cure a curse?
Probably.
You mean you don't know?
Nope.
He shakes out the empty kettle and starts collecting stray cups, tidying up. I guess he's not a tea fan. I'm not a tea fan either, honestly. My frustration builds. I narrow my eyes at him with a questioning glare. How do I get rid of the text box? Aha! Nice. When he notices, he returns it with an amused smirk. Are you being irritating on purpose? Sparrow?
Listen, Sparrow. This sea spring can cure anything. Nothing stopping you from trying it yourself.
What do I have to do?
Drink.
I have the sea spring? I don't know, Chad. That looks an awful lot like blood. My eyes glide to the blood-like pool beside us. That's exactly what I said. The idea of ingesting the strange liquid makes my guts churn. It's not as if I'm adverse to elixirs or decoctions. I've made my fair share of them. But one misstep and you can easily meet with a face worse than death. Is there a price?
Always.
Ice taps his temple with a finger.
You lose it a little bit.
That's it? You might have already beat it to the punch. My humor earns me an amused fanged grin.
This is a little different. When you drink from the sea spring, you forget who you are. Your mind combined with everyone who ever drank before. Humans, monsters, soulless. One big happy family in your head.
Oh, so it's like instrumentality. My blood runs cold. I've heard of these before. Group mind, like a hive mind. Group minds. Some legends suggest that independent minds can be physically linked together through a strong enough catalyst. It's never been done before. I mean, it clearly has been. But something tells me that this is real. If one thing doesn't add up. Your eyes are red too, but you obviously haven't forgotten who you are. Before I can finish my sentence, Isa strides past me towards the entrance.
Time's up. Let's finish this later.
Wait, already? You barely told me anything!
Game on a bad day. I got somewhere to be.
There are still so many questions burning on the tip of my tongue, but frustration spilled out before any of them. I was told to come here for help, but instead I get threatened and kicked out. You're joking, right? Oh!
Watch your tone. I'm nice, but you don't want to ruin the host's mood.
Oh! Oh! Sorry, that's a little hot. My skin prickles. The feeling of being watched washes over me again. My eyes dart back over to the sea spring. A lone ripple dances on the quiet surface. I take Isa's advice and clamp my mouth shut. Ah, that's error. If a name starts with an S, it should be simply an apostrophe and no S after it. Eyes, apostrophe, no S. Eyes approaches a nearby soulless, a lanky dog-like one with 6 legs and a crown of tendrils. Several sets of crimson eyes adorn its sides. Its forked tail wags rapidly when Eyes squats beside it. He runs his fingers through the tendrils, scratches his chin, and pats his head. Puppy! A gentle smile plays across Eyes' lips. Again, grammar. The affection he holds for the soulless is painfully clear. I dip my eyes away, my stomach fluttering at the tender sight. Oh, he blinked! He blinked! I didn't know that the sprites could blink!
Getting dark out, so this pretty girl will guide you back.
Aw. Following a short whistle from Eyes' lips, it trots over to the entrance, obediently tail swaying. I watch the soulless warily. Pretty is not a word I would use to describe it, and the idea of it protecting me sounds absurd. If I decide to drink, how should I find you?
Find someone with eyes like mine. They'll point you in the right direction. But think it over. Once you drink, you can't go back.
It's a lot to process, but I give a small nod. At least I know I'll have another option for a cure, as disturbing as it may be. Isn't that more syntax? I don't know, man. It's just grammar. It's grammar. I follow the soulless at a measured distance and watch him nudge the giant doors open with ease. When I'm about to cross the threshold, I sneak one last glance behind me. My heart heart skips when I meet Ice's eyes. I'm about to snap my head away, but he just flashes me an easy smile.
Till next time, Sparrow. I'll buy you a drink for scaring you.
How do I be cool? I don't know. I don't trust myself to do anything but respond with another curt nod. You know, I got friends who are VAs. They would probably do a way better job than me, being like the cool guy. Outside, more Crimsonite soulless scuttle about. It's hard to believe it's the same threatening pack from before. They chase each other in circles, roll around in the bog's mud. They pay no more attention to me as the dog-like one escorts me away. It's an uneventful trip. Sometimes the soulless looks over its shoulder at me to make sure I'm still following. Dusk darkens the sky by the time we reach the city. The soulless sits and looks at me expectantly with familiar crimson eyes. I want to pet it. As nervous as I am, I carefully glide my fingers through the soulless's tendrils and scratch beneath its chin, just like Ice's had. Again, if it's an S, it's an apostrophe and no S after it. It pushes into my palm in response, rumbling with a sound akin to a purr. The vibrations are soothing, almost healing my fatigue. When it's satisfied, the soulless spins around and scampers back into the direction we came, vanishing into the darkness. It's barely my first day in Iridia, and I've already encountered so many things I thought were impossible, tamed soulless being one of them. My head spins. Maybe I should call it a day. Nightfall creeps across the streets of Iridia. The city, labyrinthine even in daytime, has become a warren of treacherous hallways. This is a cool BGM. That's cool. The streets are completely deserted. If I hadn't been here earlier, I would have thought this part of the city abandoned. I make my way through the winding streets, doing my best to keep my bearing towards the wet wick. My steps slow when I hear rustling in the dark. I strain my ears, but everything is still. Is the silence playing tricks on me? Something is wrong. What do you think, chat? What should we do, chat? I'm imagining things. Something is wrong. Let's do a poll. Let's see, imagining or something is wrong. Go vote! Go vote! Something is wrong? What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. Something is wrong. Okay. The fine hairs on the back of my neck prickle, a vision of discomfort running down my spine. Something is wrong. My eyes dart from one side of the street to the other, searching for movement. But the shadows are as deep and dark as pools of ink, and I see nothing. I can't stay here. I need to reach a busier part of the city. Drawing my cloak tighter around my body, I hurry on my way. Though I keep my eyes sharp and listen intently, there's only the sound of my own footsteps. As the moments pass and nothing happens, I begin to wonder, maybe I really did imagine that noise? I turn the next corner and my thoughts come screeching to a halt. My head spins, the world blurring as adrenaline rushes through my veins. Only one thing is clear amidst the haze. The soulless that attacked the caravan. It's crouched over a dark, indistinct shape, a body. A garland of intestines spill out from pallid flesh. Blood grouts the cobblestones. For a mercy, the soulless is too distracted by its meal to have noticed me. My feet feel as heavy as stones, but I can't just stand here. Holding my breath, I take a step backwards. Ugh. When the wet, slurping sounds don't abate, I take another, then another. Oh. Then a shard of glass crunches under my heel. The world seems to slow to a crawl as the Solus raises its head, blood dripping from its tendrils. Every single one of its sulphurous, bulging eyes fixed unblinkingly on me. Wah! It's really here. It's come back for me. Run! Why do we need a choice for that? I'm off like a shot, running for my life through the darkened streets. Behind me, a piercing bass fits the silence, and heavy footfalls pound after me. My heart thunders in my chest. I take turns at random, trying to lose it in the maze of streets, but I can't seem to shake it. I hear its breathing now, a wet, fluttering rasp, growing closer and closer. Wah! The same claws that severed my arm swipe out. I duck, saved by pure reflex, and skid around a corner. I take 3 running strides before the bottom drops out of my stomach. A wall twice as high as me bars my A wall twice as high as me bars my way, a dead end. Ah. When I turn around, the Solus looms in the entry to the alleyway. It's no longer running, it doesn't have to. As it prowls closer, my thoughts race. Did I get a bad end? Some of the buildings lining the streets are lit. There must be people inside. It's a long shot, but... Scream? Probably try the nearest door. I whirl, grabbing at the handle of the closest door. It turns completely, the hinges creaking as I push. And I feel a flash of hope before a weight hits the door from the other side, and it slams shut. Oh, man. Oh, no! The click of the lock turning is grimly final. In this wretched world, few people will stick their neck out to help their own flesh and blood, never mind a stranger. The Solus gives a rasping hiss. It's the only warning I get before it lunges for me with a flash of claws. I hurl myself to the side, but the slick cobblestones betray me. I fall, sprawling over the rough stone. As the Solus looms over me, I scramble away from it until my back hits the wall. There's nowhere to go. It descends on me for the kill. But the impact never comes. I warily crack one eye open, and then the other, not sure whether I should believe what I'm seeing. A hooded figure crouches in front of me, one blood-stained hand outstretched. Nice CG. Moonlight silvers the edge of their stiletto knife. Their face and hands are splattered with blood, and the Solus... My eyes dart past my unexpected rescuer to the misshapen form behind them. The Solus's many eyes, once restless and vibrant, now look dull and waxy. A red pool spreads slowly from under its body. Numb with shock, I can't help but stare. It's dead. After all the people it's killed, after nearly killing me twice, I can hardly believe it. Well, I gingerly take the offered hand. The stranger's gaze dips to my bandages. Pale lips part on the brink of a question, then close again. With the strength belying their slight frame, they pull me to my feet. As soon as I'm on my own 2 feet again, they pull away from me and start wiping the blood from their face and hands. Stay there. They turn away from me stiffly, leaning over the Solus's gangly body. Now, in the promotional material, when I saw the trailer, this character was my favorite character. With their back turned towards me, I realized that their hooded silhouette had the synovium. I saw this hooded silhouette at the synovium. Oh, okay. You saved me. I shouldn't have had to. Rude tsundere. Their harsh response takes me aback. So, I think, I may be wrong, but I thought this character was a femboy and I was super hyped. It turns out this character is not a femboy, this character is non-binary. So, it's different. I was really happy for a femboy. So, this character is not a femboy. This character goes by they, them pronouns, I believe. What were you thinking traveling alone at night? I mean, LGBT representation is nice and all, but I was really hoping for a femme boy. I wanted a feminine boy. This is far from the worst thing hunting Lowtown. I can't make heads or tails of them. First they save me, and now they scold me? I'm a big fan of albinos, though. Lesson learned. I could do without the lecture, though. To my surprise, they break eye contact. Their attention glides back to the Solus's corpse. They examine it with an inscrutable expression. I clear my throat to fill the silence. I'm Kumakko. Min. I hope I pronounced that right. Suddenly, Min tenses, their blades flash, and you know what? There's no age scene, so that's really, really disappointing. Suddenly, Min tenses, their blade flashes as they drive it into the base of a Solus's skull, right between the cervical vertebra. Cervical? The Solus thrashes once more, letting out a rattling hiss as the air leaves its lungs. Min leans on the blade, driving it deeper and deeper until there's a sickening crunch and the creature goes limp. My heart thuds in my chest. It must have been clinging to life by a thread. Min straightens up, withdrawing their blade in a single smooth motion. Better to put wretched things like this out of their misery. They calmly clean the blood from their knife. They struck with surgical precision. Their quick, clean movements are familiar. Why is this one red? Min looks at me, eyes searching before realization dawns. You're new here. There's no walls around the city. Solus can come and go as they please until someone is contracted to stop them. Cenobium's patrols don't bother to protect Lowtown, not anymore. Let me guess, you're not a fan of the Cenobia. I wouldn't go that far. Their brow abruptly furrows, and they sheath their knife, motioning for me to follow them. Not safe here. The vultures can smell death. I'm not quite sure what they mean, but I don't want to stay lost in the city. I trail behind them as they stride down the street. If it's so dangerous, then why are you helping me? I came for the bounty on that Solus, and you were in the way. Not killing you isn't the same as helping you. Don't count on being so lucky again, or you'll be dead by sunrise. Their answer is stingingly harsh. I still like this one the best. I like this person the best, this character. You know what? Fine! I don't bother holding back anymore. Fine. I don't know why you dive in out of nowhere and kill some dangerous Solus, then be rude to the person you'd help, but go right ahead. Min blinks, staring at me like my head just spun around in my neck. They open their mouth and then close it, looking uncertain. I forge onward, gathering steam. How was I supposed to know there'd be dangerous Solus hunting in the streets? You don't have to be an asshole about it. You're not as spineless as you look. Oh, is that a blush? They're blushing. Kumakko? Oh, it's him, the doctor. I turn, surprised by the voice. Kudos walks down the city towards us. His white and gold clothing is pristine, despite the grime of the city. Hello, Min. I see that Solus was your work. Min shrugs. There's a familiarity to the way they regard each other. I didn't know you had friends, Min. I don't. Freelance work is dangerous, and Kudos is a doctor. That's all. Kumakko needs to get back to wherever she's staying before she wanders into the jaws of another Solus. It is late. Were you able to find a place to stay, Kumakko? I'm staying at the Wet Wick. Both their faces fall. Oh, what's wrong with the Wet Wick? I see. Would you like a guide? It might be preferable to wandering about alleyways. That would be nice. See? They actually have manners. Min clicks their tongue and sighs, sounding mightily put out. Going to the Amaryllis district, that gaudy cesspit? Come this way. Despite Min's clear distaste, when Kudos leads me down the street, they keep pace with us. Catching my curious glance, Min's eyes narrow. It's not safe this late. I don't care about you, but Kudos is the only doctor worth a damn with this place. Very to Sundere. Are you like this with everyone? The deadpan look Min gives me the answer enough. I catch Kudos hiding a slight smile. I express a sigh and resign myself to having a grumpy shadow all the way back to the Wet Wick. Kudas takes is completely different from my slow meandering earlier than the morning. In no time at all, he cuts through the darkened streets and twisting alleys. Seems like half the city has poured into the Amaryllis district's colorful streets. Laughter, clinking glasses, and music assaults my ears from every direction. Yet the most noise still comes from the wet wick. Its doors hang wide open, lanterns lit. Here we are. He moves towards the door and Min lets out an audible huff. Don't tell me you're going in. I have some quick business with Leander. Ugh, fine. He still owes me for yesterday's work. They drag their feet, reluctantly trailing me into the tavern. Soon as the doors open, a wave of sticky heat rolls over me. In the hours since I left, the wick has grown suffocatingly crowded. Kudas stands out, easily a head taller than most. Even so, I nearly lose sight of him amid the sea of swarming bodies. Pardon me. The crowd parts as though answering his request. Kudas glances over his shoulder at Min and me before gliding through. How can anyone breathe in here? Min follows Kudas at a clipped pace. Oh, there's Leander. Leander is right where I left him, although he's traded places with the bartender. He holds a pair of shot glasses filled to the brim with a luminous green liquid. And now for the finishing touch. A flash of magic paints the glasses white with frost. You're never gonna guess what's in these. Leander slides the glasses across the bar, and I get my third and fourth shocks of the evening in rapid succession. Ice leans against the bar, an elbow propped up on the counter. Oh, he's there. He catches the glasses and lifts... He catches the glasses, not glasses, the glasses, and lifts one to the light before turning it upside down. The contents magically congealed, stay firmly in place. You're supposed to make drinks, pretty boy. Don't tell me you're wasted already. Oh, so they're all here. Bear, perched on the bar's counter beside Ice, takes a single look at the shot glass and shakes his head. So I've heard that two characters have been dating before. Two of the love interests dated each other before the events of the game, but I don't know who it is. You've even worse. Bear's lips twitch and his ears flatten when Ice offers him a glass. He turns his cheek with a sniff, and Ice just snickers. Coward. Don't tell me you're actually... In one fluid motion, Ice throws back his head and downs the shot. Drinking that. A dark look crossed his eyes' face. It's chewy. It's like a Jell-O shot. It's a Jell-O shot. Chewy? Wait, let me try again. Behind me, Min grumbles. I told you this place was a nest of degenerates. But it isn't Kudas and Min. At the sound of Leander's voice, Min's pale eyes grow wide. They were ready to bolt until Kudas sits a hand on their shoulder. I promise this will not take long. Min's eyes dart from Kudas' hand to his face, and then soften. Fine, you first. While they step forward, I linger behind, struck by a sudden revelation. Is this the Loveless universe? No, it's not the Loveless universe. But I do love Loveless. Good shout out. All of the people I've met today know each other. Good evening, Leander. Ice, another drinking competition, I presume? So, which one of these have dated already? I don't know. Oh, is it evening already? Could have sworn it was earlier. Just some friendly rivalry, Doctor. Nothing to be afraid of. Kudas acknowledges Leander and Ice with the slightest nod, ignoring Veer entirely. Not that Veer seems to mind. He tilts his head and an impish smile curves his lip when he spots Min, looming silently behind Kudas. These two, I would ship these two together. I almost didn't see you there, Min. Looking for your booster seat? Min pushes back their hood. They level Veer with a cold look. I thought Eyes wasn't allowed to bring his pets in here. Oh! Beer's tail gives an angry twitch. Nice CG! At the first sign of an impending fight, Leander vaults clear over the counter and slides in between Ice and Kudos. Now, let's try and keep the peace. It's not every day the esteemed doctor takes us up on a drink. His arm snakes around Kudos' shoulders. You're finally taking me up on that drink, right, Kudos? I'm afraid not. We are merely escorting Kumakko back to her lodgings. Kudos gestures in my direction, and my stomach sinks. I reluctantly step into the light. As soon as he sees me, Leander's face brightens. Kumakko! It's been too long. Everyone, this is Kumakko. She's new to Iridia. I feel 5 pairs of eyes fix onto me, and suddenly the bar feels suffocatingly small. My voice nearly catches in my throat. Hi. Again. Hi everyone. Again? Wait, you've already met everyone? Ice and Beer level me with a subtly amused expression. Beer's tail gives a lazy wag. We did. Not that long ago either. I'm starting to suspect that she's stalking me. He looks far too pleased with himself when I roll my eyes. This calls for drinks. What does everyone want? In an instant, all eyes turn to Leander, freeing me from the burden of attention. I still can't believe they all know each other. Watching them talk amongst themselves feels surreal. But for the first time since I undertook the journey to Iridia, I feel a faint glimmer of hope. I know I was meant to meet them. The low, pleasant rumble of Leander's laughter pulled me from my restless thoughts. Well, calling me surprised. You make friends fast, Kumakko. I wouldn't go that far. We're more like acquaintances. A wise man once said that acquaintances were merely friends you haven't shared a drink with yet. A wise man, you said that here last week. I can hear Min's lip curl with distaste from across the bar. Leander clears his throat and continues unperturbed. Let's toast to Kumakko's health. Care to join in, Doctor? Kudos politely declines with a wave of his hand. How about you, Min? No. Are you? No. A resounding pop pierces the din of the bar. We all turn in the direction of the noise. Beer looks almost bashful as he accepts an overflowing fluid from the bartender, poured from a bottle so old its label had been worn blank. They serve champagne here? Since when? Beer pauses in the middle of licking champagne from his fingers with a coy smile. You don't mind, do you? In a transformation as impressive as a magic trick, the concern on Leander's face vanishes. He laughs softly. No, be my guest. I know you've got expensive taste. He then shoots the bartender a frantic look. Unbothered or uninterested in his company, Ice cats his head at me, a light smile on his lips. How about you, Sparrow? I did say I'd buy you a drink earlier. No, my treat. They're all treating me? Whose route am I gonna go? Okay. Either the cat boy or, Min. Either the cat boy or Min. I like the androgynous ones. I like the feminine ones. What'll it be, Kumakko? I'll take it, fine. I'll take you up on that drink as long as it's not one of those green shots. Don't knock them till you try them. They taste better than they look. Somehow, I doubt that, but I hold my tongue long enough for Leander to go behind the bar. He's lying, isn't he? When I glance at Ice, he only shrugs. Like I said, they were chewy, probably poisoned too. He considers his own drink a tumbler of amber-colored whiskey. Leander's tried to kill me a dozen times by now. It's always a gamble. Beer clicks his tongue in disapproval. When he finally looks my way, it's with a half-lit gaze softened by the third glass of champagne. Were I you, I wouldn't let Leander put anything in my mouth. He bants his fingers over his chest, voice dripping with fake reverence. The Wet Wick is one of the finest drinking establishments in all of Eredia. While you're here, you may as well partake of the signature watered-down drinks and stale nut leather. He sweeps his hand towards a chipped ceramic bowl filled with spindly, speckled jerky that I can only assume is nut leather. What is with the food in this city? As abysmal as you make it sound, this place is completely packed. It's not all bad, depending on the day the food's edible. Ice takes a measured sip of his drink. Gotta stick around for the real attractions, though. Before I can ask what he means, Leander returns with a tumbler that he sets in front of me. Uneven chunks of ice bob in a pool of reddish purple alcohol. I sniff the drink suspiciously. To my relief, this time all I smell is the sharp, clean scent of gin with an undercurrent of fermented fruit. I don't know. Relax, it's just the local specialty, plum gin. Although if you're feeling more adventurous. I shake my head. Leander wraps his knuckles against the bar until the group falls silent. All right, everyone, let's toast. May Kumakko stay in Eredia, be full of bright adventures and discoveries. Cheers! Leander, Eyes, and Veer raise their glasses in unison. Min only crosses their arms, and Kudas watches with polite indifference. I tip back my drink. The plum gin is eye-wateringly strong. Despite a sharp medicinal edge, it goes down smooth. One sip softened the edges of my vision. The next fades the din of the crowded bar into a low, persistent murmur. I find myself unwinding for what feels like the first time in years. Are you the popular one, Kumakko? I'm guessing you met Kudas first. It would be more accurate to say that I found her. He saved my life. I merely performed my duty as a doctor. Although, I must admit I was confused when I woke up missing all my clothes. Leander makes a choked noise somewhere behind him mid-size. It's not what you think. Kumakko was in a grave condition. I could hardly treat such injuries through tattered clothes. The silence that follows stretches uncomfortably long. I look away, unable to face Kudas' disappointment and catch Veer snickering behind his hand. That's my cue to change the topic. Kudas isn't the only one who saved me today. Don't you listen? I didn't save you. You were simply there. That's Min for you. Leander reaches for Min, but they duck under his arm and practices without so much as looking his way. As reliable as they are moody. You're one to talk, considering you neglected to warn her to stay off the streets at night. I might have gotten a little distracted. Min's only response is a short breath. At any rate, I never got a chance to thank you, Min. Don't. The less soulless alive, the better. For a heartbeat, Min's eyes flick towards Ice, and their lips twist. Uh-oh, they hate each other. Ice is too busy nodding along to Veer's enthusiastic pantomime of stabbing to notice, lost no doubt in an enthralling discussion. I've had enough of this hellhole. Let's go. Min and Kudas share a brief look, and then the doctor speaks up. Very well, but there's something that I must discuss with Leander. If you'll excuse us, Kumakko. Just like that, the three of them depart, leaving me alone to savor my gin in silence. I'm gonna refill my water bottle. I'll be right back. We'll finish it up in a minute. we're back. Let's finish this up. I think we're really close to finishing it. Lost a tour guide? Catboy! Catboy! I think maybe they dated, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, chat? I don't know. I had to be abandoned by the two most irritating people I've met all day. Don't tell me Leander already snuck off to get us. No! No! He's got business with Kudas and Min. 2 on 1 business. Isn't he lucky? But now what I read! I can't tell if it's the champagne or the company, but Vera's grown noticeably more relaxed. I feel like these two have dated, maybe. I don't know. He sits with his chin propped up on the back of his hand. His ears twitch whenever a hiccup shakes his shoulders. Why are you so far away? Come join us. He pats the empty bar stool beside Ice, but I hesitate. The smile Veers wears is sweet and distinctly shy. And with drinks in the mix, I dread how he and Ice will mess with me next. We don't bite. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Just hours ago he tried to rob me, and you tried to threaten me. Me? Steal? Surely you must be mistaken. You sure it was me? Yes, it was you. And then you had to go to kick me out just so you could go drinking. He gives another one of his shrugs. I was lonely. A simpler answer than I expected, but I guess I can't fault him for that. Veer suddenly slumps forward, gossamer sleeves pooling where he rests his elbows on his knees. Ice sets his hand on Veer's waist. Whoa, I'm telling you they were dating, narrowly preventing him from tipping off the counter. I'm sorry, what is this harness you're wearing? What is this harness? I got it. What is this harness, man? I see a collar, I see a chain, I see a harness on your chest. How about we start fresh? Begin with proper introductions, get off on the right foot and whatnot. I'll start. The name's Veer, Hunter Extraordinaire. Veer's right hand flutters to his chest and he bows his head, flinching when hair falls into his eyes. Ice doesn't say anything, so I suppose it's my turn now. It's Kumakko. Veer considers me for a long moment, his tail idly swaying behind him, and then he knocks back the rest of the champagne. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Kumakko. He says my name slowly and deliberately, savoring every syllable. A tingle jumps down my spine. I quickly turn my gaze away. Ice smirks at my reaction over the rim of his glass. Something funny? Nope. I open my mouth and close it just as quickly. They want me to react, goading me into another ridiculous game. But their sharp cat-like eyes keep me on the edge. Something about this tension is fun. It must be the gin. A flash of light over Ice's shoulder catches my eye. Across the bar, Kudas heads for the door. I don't see Leander or Min, but it feels wrong to let him leave without saying goodbye. I'll be back. Veer hums and wags its fingers at me as I leave. I slip through the crowd, careful not to touch anyone, but just as I'm nearing Kudas... Ah! I stagger, shoulder checked by a man with a neck thicker than both my thighs. He stares down at me, nostrils flaring. Oh my god. Rude! Rude. Excuse you, sir. Excuse you. Hi, I'm talking to you. How dare you? How dare you? How dare? So mean, so rude. You watch it! Oh, I regret them as soon as they leave my mouth. Uh-oh. What did you say? Uh-oh. He shoves me backwards, sending me stumbling to the sticky floor. I'm fine, but my heart leaps into my throat when I see the roughneck bearing down on me. Trying to start something here, punk? The roughneck freezes, his fist cocked back. A group of bloodhounds caught by the commotion circle up, sizing him up. For what feels like an agonizingly long moment, the roughneck looks at me to the bloodhounds. Finally, he sniffs and spits on the floor next to me. Gross. Too many freaks in the circus tonight. He turns his back on me and comes face to face with Ice. Yeah, you're hitting a girl. A dangerous smile spreads across his face. He'll do. What? What happens next is a blur. Oh! Ice's fist crashes into the roughneck's jaw, causing an eruption of gasps, shouts, and even cheers around us. Kind of weird BGM for a fight. Through the ruckus, I hear Leander shouting, "Hey, Ice, take it outside! Ignore them, everyone! Look, drinks are on me!" With those 4 words, the witch erupts with hoots and hollers. The ring around me disperses as bloodhounds and onlookers rush towards the bar. Through the thinning crowd, I catch glimpses of familiar faces. Ice vanishes out the back, dragging the roughneck behind him. Kudas lingers near the door, searching, I suspect, for any wounded before he departs. Min draws their hood up as tight as they slip out a side door. While Veer leans over the counter to swipe a glass of wine from behind the bar. They're clearly playing around and not fighting. I don't know. That guy seemed pretty set on kicking my butt. Leander, seated at the opposite end of the bar, gestures dramatically and apologetically to the bartender. How rich is he? In the space of a heartbeat, I realize that there's no telling when or if I'll see any of them ever again. Whoever I pursue may be the last person I get to speak to tonight. I follow. Ooh, we got a choice here. Okay. Do we want Min? Do we want Catboy? Min or Catboy? I want Catboy. But I also like Min. What do you think, chat? I'll do a poll. Okay, I'll do a poll. Let's see which one. Min, Veer, and we'll do Leander. Throw Leander a bone. Alright, vote. Go ahead and vote. I'm gonna get a drink of water. %100% for men? Really? I was gonna follow the Catboy, honestly. I like a Catboy. Really? 100%? Okay, I'll wait for a few more votes. I think we're just about at the end of the trial. Just about. Really? Min? Alright, that's what you guys want. We'll do Min. I like Min. They're cool. I can't let Min slip away so easily. They might be the most standoffish person I've met so far, but they're the only one who seems even close to neutral in the Zenobia. My gut tells me they know more about that tower than they're letting on. By the time I make it out of the bar, they're already halfway down the street. Drawing my cloak close to ward off the chill, I hurry after them, but at this hour, the Amaryllis district is full of carousing people. While Min slips through the crowd with surprising agility, I struggle to keep pace. The edge of their cloak flutters as they round the corner. Determined to at least try to catch up, I take the same turn into a dim side street. I do like this BGM, this one's cool. But Min is nowhere to be seen. Didn't you learn your lesson earlier? I nearly jump out of my skin, whirling to find Min right behind me. They don't even look ruffled. They fold their arms, pointedly staring me down. I thought nearly getting eaten would teach you that being out alone at night is dangerous. Well, good thing I'm not allowed then, isn't it? Oh. Min looks at me in blank confusion for a moment before realization dawns. Whoa! We got a blush, chat. Why are you always so persistent? I don't really know how to read them. They shift between aggressive and hesitant without warning, and I have no idea how to tell which way they'll swing. But I can't help feeling a little thrill when pink sweeps across their cheeks. Kind of have to be, is how I stay alive. Min recovers their composure quickly, their mouth shifting into a frown. They glance away, eyes sweeping across the street. You've been lucky so far, but it won't last. Nobody in the city is trustworthy. Not even you? Especially not me. I've met clams that opened up more willingly than men, but even if they don't talk about themselves much, they must have opinions about... Ooh! Okay, let's do... I want to save. I'm curious what you think of Catboy. How did you meet Veer? Ugh! Men's face scrunches like they've just bitten into a rotten lemon. That perverse flea bag jumped me during fogfall, so I stabbed him and left him in the gutter where he belongs. Wow, they really hate him. My heart thuds hard in my chest. Their voice is icy with disgust. The night air feels warm by comparison. It's only a shame it didn't stick. I suppose I'll just have to keep trying. I remember how they dispatched that soulless earlier. Understanding anatomy is one thing, but that precise clinical strike spoke of practice. I wanted to do this route. I did. I do want to do their route. He bucks with people for kicks, and every sentence out of his mouth is either crass innuendo or a conceited put-down. And whatever he's done is bad enough that the Cenobium has him on a leash. There are monsters living on every other street. He's the only one who needs a muzzle before he's taken out for a walk. Wow. Leander! Leander seems fond of you. He's an idiot, an obnoxious blowhard who can't shut up to save his life. Their words are harsh taken at face value, but it's at complete odds with the blush creeping across their cheekbones. Is that all? They huff. It seems to physically pain them to speak again. He does acceptable work. He pays on time, which is more than I can say for most, and his bloodhounds look after Lowtown. If he was capable of being quiet for more than 10 seconds at a time, he'd be almost tolerable. Their tone grows almost fond, but then their brows draw together as they glare at me. But I'm not one of his bloodhounds. If he told you otherwise, he was talking out of his ass, as usual. He has work to offer, and sometimes I take it. That's all. Somehow I doubt that, but Min seems disinclined to say more. That's enough. Cenobium students having a night out on the town. Min hesitates for only a moment before they start down the street in the same direction as the students. When I follow close on their heels, they grimace, speaking through gritted teeth. Why are you still following me? I don't know. When I ask them about Veer, they notice something odd, besides their vehement dislike of him. While Min didn't exactly sound enthusiastic about the Cenobium, they were the first to speak of it with anything besides open animosity. Ahead of us, the students pile into another bar. Min ducks into the alley next to it. Nobody in the city is trustworthy. What about the Cenobium? The line of their narrow shoulders abruptly tenses. They lift their chin, giving me a wary look. Kudas must have warned you about the nature of the city's currency. Right. Information and secrets. I fidget, uncertain. I don't trust Min's mercurial moods, or all the things they clearly aren't saying. Their eyes dip towards my hands, passing over the bandages like a razor. The pressure light, but full of keen-edged possibility. I shiver, hastily shoving my hands into my pockets. They frown, but their gaze drifts away from me, to the window of the bar next to us. It's opaque, either frosted glass or caked in dust, but some of the warm light diffuses out into the alley. The Cenobium is a place of learning. If someone has questions that can't be answered anywhere else, the Cenobium might have that solution. Or at least that's how it was once upon a time. These days, its doors are closed to outsiders. That's about what I expected about how I was practically shooed off earlier. Just as I start to relax, they speak again. Whatever you're looking for there, the cost may be higher than you're willing to pay. The sheer hypocrisy of their words ticks me off. What gives you the right to talk when you're doing the same exact thing as me? What questions are you asking that only the Cenobium can answer? That's personal. So there is something Min's looking for at the Cenobium. I suppose that makes two of us. If they're following groups of Cenobium students around, they must not be having much luck either. Everyone else seems to fear or hate the Cenobium, but you don't. They flinch. Spurred onward by my curiosity and my lingering annoyance, I press forward. You must know something about them. Something you haven't told Leander or Kudas. But they're not letting you in, which means you're one of the outsiders. Ah! I pushed too far. In the space between one breath and the next, Min closes the distance between us. Kiss? 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 Chad, are we getting a kiss? Nah? Huh? No? Probably not. Ah! Oh! See, this is where I would put an H scene. This is where I would put an H scene. I gotta drink water. Hold on. Now I'm thirsty. Don't put an H scene here. Anyway, shocking fingers grip the front of my shirt and they slam me against the wall with shocking strength. Did I read that right? Slender fingers? I'm sorry, I think I misread that. Slender fingers grip the front of my shirt and they slam me against the wall with shocking strength. Yeah, there's no H scenes in this game, which sucks. Whoa! The force of the movement knocks their hood back, messy hair fluttering around their face. I'm standing on tiptoe. Min's lifted me nearly clear off the ground with a single hand. Hot. Hot. The realization sends an electric tingle down my spine. But before I can begin to wonder what that's about, Min snarls in my face. Whoa. Whoa. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. The angry twist of their mouth draws my eyes down to the beauty spot at the corner of their lips. I can't seem to stop staring at it. Hot. It's incongruously delicate compared to the fire in their gaze, the steel bone strength in their grip. But then so is the rest of them. What's your problem? You don't know what you're talking about? Neither do you! We're practically strangers, so why are you acting like you know anything about me? Your line of questioning isn't exactly subtle, and it's not hard to guess that this has something to do with your hands. You think you can use me to get into the Cenobium? Don't be naive. Oh. I don't get angry easily. I can't afford to, and a moment of carelessness could be fatal. But when they mention my hands, my temper flares hot. Who says I'm the one who needs you? Realization strikes me like a thunderclap. You're not getting anywhere by yourself either, are you? But you can't make yourself ask for help. Oh. You're stuck, and it's your own fault. I brace myself, expecting Min to snap at me again. Instead, their gaze drops, eyes falling away from my face. Their brow furrows in frustration, and the twist of their mouth is miserable. I want some fan art now. I want some fan art of me and Min. Their voice trembles almost imperceptibly when they speak. I know. The city only cares about what it can give, or what it can take from you. Information, power, connections. If you're an outsider here, nobody will help you. Nobody will even try. You don't belong anywhere. My heart thuds in my chest for an entirely different reason now. They seem suddenly very small. Alone, like me. Min. Min jerks backwards, releasing me so abruptly that I nearly stumble. Maybe they realized how close we were. Maybe they said too much. Determined not to let this go, I press forward. Min takes... Looks like there is an issue with YouTube. Chat, are you still there? Looks like there is an issue with OBS being difficult. If you're still there, chat, please let me know. You've made it this far already, I'll grant you that. But if you're looking for help, you should look elsewhere. If you stay too close to me, you'll get hurt. Before I can think of what to say, the tavern doors bang open again. The Cenobium students spill back out, considerably drunker. As I'm distracted by the commotion, Min slips away from me, drawing their hood up. Catch their eyes for just a moment, and then they're gone, vanishing into the crowd. What? Oh, I can pick more? Hello? Hello? I get to pick more? Oh, this is good. Min, cursed outsider. Despite their cold nature and familiarity with violence, Min is just as desperate as you to get into the Cenobium. You may be able to help each other, but they're keeping as many secrets as you. They claim they're dangerous, but could they be your only chance at getting into the Cenobium? I want to say yeah. I also like Veer though. I like Veer, but I also like Min. What? Oh, that's it? Fine. Alright, I guess that's it then. Alright. Cool though. Alright. Okie dokie. Well, not a bad game for sure. It looks very professional. Although I think they could do some more work on it. I mean, I know it's a demo, but like, you know, the backgrounds could use a little more polish. And like, I can really feel that it's not voiced, and I can think of a couple people that can do great voices for these characters, so I'm just like, it's a little disappointing. I think it's been in progress for like 2, maybe 3 years now. Yeah, it might come out this year, maybe next year, the full version. That's a long time to work on a game. 2 years, 3 years. Mine is gonna be done within 2 years. But you know, there's also a lot going on with this one, so I can't judge them too much. Anyway, I hope you had fun, chat. I'm still not like 1,000% better, but I'm taking my medicine, I'm gonna rest, and I'll see you on Wednesday. What are we playing on Wednesday? We are playing Suki Suki! And then Saturday we are playing Kawaii Choco. So these are the games I wasn't able to play last week, and we're gonna play them this week. Thank you, Star. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'll see you on Wednesday, and I hope you had fun. Bye-bye. I'm sore. Gotta work on my angel music video. That was fun.